Are are we live? Yeah. Well, no, it doesn't say it.
We're live.
Fucking live daily.
Dude, I know, but like it's like this thing. Hello. Oh God. Hello and welcome to another edition of the Thursday Throwdown. As always, I'm your host Kevin Smith, and you are watching the longest running episodic show in 239 history. Welcome to the Thursday Throwdown. We have a very, very big show today. I hope you guys are ready. I got my bacon strip shirt, my hoodie for all those Epic Mealtime fans. There was a time when this thing actually fit. It's a double XL. I don't know what was happening, but it's just comfortable as fuck. Oh, look who decided to show up. Oh, my God. Just in time because we're doing the intros. So before we get to the late guy, let's send it over to none other than Pale Poner. How you doing today, man?
Doing awesome, man. It's a big week, man. We just had the draft. We got the post-draft to go over. We also closed the awards this week, so we're going to take a look at those as well. So big show. Let's get right to it. Ability, you're over there. Champion, how you doing?
Oh man, I'm fantastic. I'm always doing great. More so since that championship. I'll tell you what. Like every day I wake up and it's just like there's no sunshine. I feel sunshine hitting my fucking face. Like I wake up with this bright ass smile. I go to my job and I just walk around, dude. I'm feeling 150 fucking percent. Oh, I love it. Agent, how you feeling, bro?
I'm good. I wouldn't have been late, but I had to move some snow. I moved snow and then it all drifted back in, so I was a little depressed when I got home. But it is what it is. Perks of old Minnesota for you. Man, I'm excited. It's going to be a good show tonight. We got a lot of stuff to talk about for everybody. I'm sure Daly already filled everybody in on what's going down. So get you over to the other main man. He's getting to be a regular on the show, Mr. Dolly.
Hey, yeah, thanks for having me, guys. I'm here quite often. Yeah, I'm super excited for this season. New teammates, lots of new teams. I don't know what's going to happen. There's a lot of parity when I'm looking at these teams, so I'm excited to start talking about it.
Hey, Dolly, it looks like you got a fresh cut, fresh beard trim. You getting ready?
Man, I got the beard oil in my beards. I might fall asleep during this. I just try to put my face on the ground and just fall asleep. It feels like there's a pillow in the lower half, like down here. So I just might zonk out.
I love it, man. I love it. Like, there was a debate today on who the best looking people in 239 was in the captain's chat today. I'm not going to say any names, but Dalai Lama might have been involved in that conversation, among other people. Anyways, we're not going to get into that because we have an hour and a half-ish, and we got a lot of stuff to get to. So, guys, as you know, guys and gals, I got to stop doing that. It's guys, it's gals, it's everybody. I love you all sexually, every one of you. I mean that. Anyways, getting back to it, usually we do the big awards spectacle, but given that the off season was 4 fucking days, we decided that we're going to kind of take the first half hour of this show. We're going to announce the award winners. Again, usually we do the big show, but given the circumstances of the off season, whatever, we're going to go over the awards tonight, your all-stars, everything. We'll do that tonight. And then that last hour of the show, we're going to break down the 14 teams for season number 6. So without further ado, Pale Poner, as always, the man, because I have been super busy. He took the lead on this. So I'm sending it over to you, Big Daddy. Let's get after it, man.
Let's do it. I mean, first up on the docket, let's just bring it out there. We're going to talk about the Jack Adams. Jack Adams is for the best coach, captain, best on and off the ice of the captains. We had 4 of them nominated. We had Ability, Marty McFly, I Soldier Up, and DMart 15. All these guys were worthy of being nominated. That's why they were there. So let's just get into it. Anybody got any opinions? Who's the winner on this?
Listen, I got something to say. No, listen. This is what I mean. This is by far somebody who captains pretty much every season. To me, I take the most pride in this award because your peers are recognizing you as maybe you don't win, maybe you do, but they're recognizing you as the most successful captain in their eyes for that season. Whether that's, making sure your stats are in, whether it's your write-ups. I think all those things factor in. So for me, this is a big deal for me. I'm so upset that I'm not nominated. because like I said, I love this award. So you know what that means? I just need to be that much better season 6 because this is the award I want to win. What do you think? I mean, Agent, you had a great season, didn't get the nod, man. You're kind of in the same realm as me, but is this award that you really, really like, or do you not care and you're Agent, you do what you want, and you show up late?
I do care. I mean, I do. I thought I did a good job of, like, like you said, you don't want to be that guy, that captain who's putting his stats in fucking a week late. It irritates all you guys in media that do.
Shock!
9 times.
Shock!
I wasn't going to toss anything. I was late one time and I got blown up about it because I was just busy as shit. Fuck. But I mean, it makes guys' life a struggle, And another aspect of it, I think, like a guy like DJ is really deserving because I think part of his reason his team made an awesome playoff run, which they did, is because of him. He played terrific, and that's part of that award is not only off the ice but on the ice. And the guy did a great job. And to me, that was the guy that had my vote as number 1 guy just because of what he did against us in our series. That's what I took it off of mainly. So, and it's an award I would have been not like honored to be awarded for.
I'll say this, man. Whatever captain wins, and Pale's really the only one who knows the outcomes. Whatever captain wins this award, I'm cool with it, man. I love the list. I would be okay with any one of them winning. Ability. Coming off the Cinderella season, everybody doubted you, man. How good would it be to cap this thing off with a Jack Adams trophy as well?
Well, I'll tell you what, in my eyes, and I mean this wholeheartedly, just being mentioned in the same sentence as DJ, as Marty, as D-Mart, that's a win for me. So, I mean, it would top it off, sure. But regardless, I mean, I walked away with something. So, and I love all the names on that list. There's not one of those guys that isn't deserving of that award. And I agree with everything Agent just said, too. DJ, he really did step up to the plate, but he also had a couple things to overcome throughout the season, I feel, that really made him eligible for that award. So, whoever gets it, Marty, great team he put together. And D-Mart turned it on in the second half of the season. That Luka pickup, these are all moves that captains made. So everyone's deserving of the award. I'm just curious to see who gets it.
Without further ado, yeah, Pale, give me the award winner, man.
All right. So first off, I want to explain real quick how I actually calculated who won. There's 4 people up for nominations on this. A first place vote gets you 4 points. A second place vote gets you 3 points, so on and so forth down the line. This voting was the closest it could possibly be. We had 2 people finish with the same number of points for the Jack Adams. We broke the tie by making it the first place votes, put you over the top. So, Ability, congratulations. You're the winner.
Oh, no shit. Okay, well, now I feel fucking ecstatic about it. Holy shit. Man, that was a hell of a season. I don't know. I'm actually kind of speechless here, dudes. I didn't expect that at all.
You didn't expect to win. Is that what he's saying?
No, I did not expect to win. I thought seriously after Pat's
did he say something like that before the whole league draft started? I think I remember him being like chalking his team down before he even was a team.
No,
it just goes to show you that, and to your point, just because shit happens, man, the people are still going to vote. They're still going to do their thing. They're still going to be with the – I know you're going to bring up the pad stack thing because it's your favorite thing in the world to bring up.
Well, no, I just thought that after that happened that I really had crushed myself. But I got to say, at this moment, like, I'm kind of rejuvenated with my faith in 239. I love all of you. Sons of bitches. Here, I'm giving you a big hug through my monitor, if you can see it.
And he just hugs everybody. All right, man. Ability is your Jack Adams winner for season number 5, and well-deserving. Marty McFly, definitely deserving of that award. You guys talked about DJ. D-Mart, always a contender for the award. His teams always make the playoffs, always compete. I think 239, I think we got this one right. Rookie captain comes in here. Expectations were very low based on some preseason stuff, me included. I have to eat my words, and I have to own that. But he came out here, he put together an awesome team, and ultimately at the end of the day, they got it done in 7 games. And love the end-of-year write-ups. That was so good, a.k.a. B-Crips throwing the forwards under the bus. So shitty. B-Crips, fucking shitty.
Thought he was better than that one.
But I'm going to, hey, you know what they say, man? If it smells like cologne, leave it alone. So I'm going to leave that one be. What's the next award,
Pale? You know the worst things.
Yeah, man. All right, so let's kick it out to we're gonna go to Norris. We're gonna go best defenseman in the league. This is another award we had 4 nominations for. We had That One Odd Guy, XDL Brick City, New Jersey, XDALY, X Daly himself, and CDU 77. That's for the Norris best defenseman. What do you think, Dolly? What you got over there?
I mean, I know what I'm supposed to say. Probably get a smack if I say the wrong thing. No, but in all seriousness, the award is for the best defenseman or defensewoman, defensive player. And, I'm obviously going to be a little bit of bias, but at the same time, I think a lot of people would still agree with me that she won the Norris last year and she was better defensively this year. It's hard to dispute that she doesn't deserve it the way she played. Odd Guy was fantastic. Rick was amazing. But at the end of the day, I really think that this is Chelsea's award.
You forgot a guy, but that's cool. I'm gonna let that one slide.
I was laughing about that.
Well, I don't remember. Who was it?
It was me, but that's okay, man. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Now,
Don't worry. I got my statement right. It's cool.
He did. And here's the thing. With that said, man, my vote was for Brick City, man. I know I gave some shit with everything, with some score run-ups and everything like that. But Brick and Odd Guy had my first 2 votes. I just feel that Brick playing a new position, I was really impressive to watch. I think he could have been better defensively, but to me, the Norris is best overall D, what they contribute. So, again, he had a great season. Odd Guy, whatever, dude. I'm going to beat a dead horse. I've been saying it for a long time. And people are finally starting to believe. I had to take the guy 20th overall to get him on my team, but we'll talk about that later. I agree with everything, though, that Dahlia said, man. This is going to be renamed the Sea-Doo Award because she really excels in all aspects. Her defense may have been better this year. Her offensive numbers may have been down, but any team she's on competes and wins. So I'm in the same realm. I voted for Brick and Odd. Chelsea got my 3rd place vote, if I'm being honest. But I think that the 239 family has spoken. I think that we're going to see another Sea-Doo winner. So without further ado, Pale, let's hear it, man.
Yeah, the Norris Trophy winner for season number 5 is CDU 77.
Yeah, let's just rename the award the Chelsea. We'll just call it the Chelsea from now on. It's deserving. Every year, like I said, she goes out there, competes. Ryan, a couple of your guys were up for the Norris. Very cool to see the Victoria's Secret guys nominated. Are you upset by the Chelsea win, or?
I'm not upset by it. I think that when we played those guys, you tell me she didn't earn it. I mean, I even had I had a guy on my team tell me, man, every time I come close to her, she just shuts me down. So that in itself, I mean, that's rough because my guys weren't really intimidated by anybody. And here you have this one defenseman or defensewoman, and she just plays lockdown D. So I will say that I was obviously rooting for a guy on my team, 2 of them to be precise. I wouldn't have been upset to see it go to either one of those guys. Daly, this wasn't your year, so I'm not chirping you in any way by not bringing you up here. But I just felt like, Odd Guy too. He played spectacular stay-home D for me this season, and I really thought that he was going to contend for this a little bit. I didn't get to see, how close the votes were or anything, but no, congratulations to Sea-Doo because she earned it every step of the way. And anytime I caught the Hut Heroes games, nothing was going past her. So congratulations, Sea-Doo.
Listen, I'm going to give myself a little plug just because I need it. I need a victory right now. I led the league in power play points, so I'm just going to throw that out there. Anyways, let's move on to
McSwagger. I heard about that for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah, let's move on to the next award, man. Congratulations to Sea-Doo. Well-deserving. Like I said, any one of those 3 winning it, I would have been 100% okay with. I felt like that was one of the strong – all the awards are really strong this year, man.
Wait, hold on. I have to say something real quick before it blows up. Brick City played some of the best defense that I've ever seen. I mean that. I mean, put up a ton of points, but when he stayed there and he played D, man, he was fantastic. So much love to you, Brick. Don't blow up my G-chat. Thanks.
Listen, man, I need you to remove his testes from the inside of your cheeks.
That was solely for self-preservation right there, okay? Thanks.
All right. Well, I'll let it slide then, man. Pale, what's the next award?
Selke. This is going to be the best defensive forward. we've got three nominations. We've got Esoteric X, Tom FTW88, and Stealth Luca D up for the Selkie.
Dolly, man. Again, here's the thing with these awards. It's like a lot of guys are deserving. There's so many names every year. Out of those three, who's your guy? I know that there's going to be, I think Marty McFly should have been on that list. Esoteric had a good season defensively. There's a lot of names, but unfortunately only three make it. What do you think about the three names on the list?
See how you worded that question. That was smart. Look, at the end of the day, there were a lot of really good players this season for this. It's hard to single one person out and say they were significantly better than any of the other ones. Obviously, I'm biased. We shattered all the records for defensive season, but at the same time, the three guys that are up there are very deserving. And even if Marty was left off, these are the other three guys that should be there. So of those three guys, I really got to say that I think Tom is the guy. I really think Tom played a huge part in his team's success. His faceoffs were fantastic. His defense was fantastic. I played against him in the finals there, and I'm telling you, if we won some more of those faceoffs, that might have been a different series. But Tom is just so dominant on both ends of the ice. I got to give it to that guy.
What about you, Agent Man? By the way, my Twitter blowing up. Chew Therapy.
I just got it.
Can we talk about it? Mark Ferguson led the league in unfortunate pauses. I guess like it's a thing now. You're gonna go down in like 239 infamy. Like season 12, we're gonna be like, hey, remember that time in season 5 when Fergie fucking paused the game in game 7? And then the thing is,
for trying to be a good guy to DJ. I'll never again.
Listen, man.
Favor.
Forget that. Dunner got coned bad by McSwagger after the fact. Fuck your pause. Okay, you paused whatever. And then Dunn got straight just jock dropped and fucking McSwagger dangled for the goal, man. So
don't put my boy on blast like that. I think cool.
I had to, man. I mean, that was bad. Bad. Also, Legion just hit me up. Like, Legion, I've known Legion for probably 10 years. He decides to send me an Xbox Live message telling me to shut up. So that's a thing too. That's a thing that happened. Legion, that means Legion's watching the show. So shout out to Legion, man. Like that's a win for me. I just want you to love me. That's all. What do you think there, Pale? Or not what do you think, man? Just give me the winner. Let me hear it. Who is your Selkie winner season number 5?
That's gonna be Stealth Luca D. Gets the nod for the Selkie.
Stealth Luca D. You know what? If there was a guy as dominant in faceoffs as Tom, it was Luca. I think those guys finished 1-2.
I'd argue Pogs in that group.
Pogs in that group too. I'm talking about, and that's another guy that could have been up for the award. Pogs, Marty. Again, I mean, it's one of those awards. But shout out to Luca. Every year, the guy comes out, he plays. Now he's actually moving to D. I commend him for that. I commend Dolly for that. I like when guys do stuff like that. Just shows their versatility. So I'm looking forward to that. But I think he's deserving. Like again, when I was looking at the list and I was looking at the finalists in each category, there's no guy that I was like, oh man, he probably shouldn't be there. I felt like everybody was deserving to be there. So shout out to Luca on the Selkie, man, and a good season. So Pale, what do we got next?
We got the Calder. We had a couple of great rookies come in this season, and this award is for the best rookie of season number 5. We've got 3 nominations. We've got Surprise Me 22, No Regretskis, and Tom FTW 88.
Well, here's another thing, man. There were realistically probably 12 rookies that could have made this ballot. Really. And again, we come into the argument of, which ones. I'm biased on this. I'm going to leave this one alone. No Regretskis to me. It was so dynamic. And shout out to Legion, man. Dude, he's blowing me up right now. Dude, seriously, shut the fuck up. No one cares. Put your fucking hat on. This is what happens. He sabotages shows. He's watching. This is a win for me, man. I've been doing media for years and years. This is a win. Sorry, not to deflect. This is a win right now. I'm not watching the show. I can hear it through someone's mic. Well, we're going to keep getting after it, man. And by the way, your G-Chat picture is sexy as fuck. So I'm all about it. Regretski's to me, I'll talk him up just because he was on my team. He's so dynamic. He can do so many things with the puck. He makes everyone around him better. He creates lanes. He has great vision. His patience is probably one of the biggest attributes that I liked about him. And he can score, man. That's the biggest thing. What do you think, Ryan, about some of the other rookies up for the nom? Who's your pick? I know you got a little bias in this as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, I had two of the rookies on that list on my team. No Regretskis. I wonder, and after the fact, after it's said and done, I wonder how my team would have finished that season if I'd have kept no Regretskis. Because I like the original team I had too. He is a dynamic player. He excels at vision, I think, is one of his key attributes. Now, Tom, that was my guy. I feel like he played some of the best hockey on the ice for my squad and really helped Odd Guy and Brick protect me on the defensive end. So I gave him my vote for sure. But surprised me too. This guy went out there and put up the most points in the league. So, man, it was a talented class of rookies, and it's unfortunate that only one of them gets to win this award. I think that, man, these guys are going to have some great careers here at 239 if they stick around. So these are going to be names we're going to be talking about more and more. But I'll let you take it.
All right, man. Yeah, give it to me, pal. Give me the winner for the Calder, season number 5.
Winner of the Calder, season number 5 is going to be Tom FTW88 getting that W.
And again, Dolly kind of touched on him for the Selke. I think that kind of translates over to this. Again, he's deserving. He was so dominant in the faceoff circle. He's really established himself as that 200-foot player. Especially faceoffs are so hit and miss in this game. So to be as dominant as he is, I think it's an attribute that teams are really going to like. And we know how much 239 values those centermen who can win draws. I know I do. But it's a great season for him. Shout out to a lot of rookies. I mean, was Surprise Me on the ballot or no?
Yes. Surprise Me
was on there.
Tom.
I mean, shout out to him. He did lead in points. Shout out to Brian. Shout out to Hockey Town, man. I'll be honest. The big reason that I drafted him this year, and mind you, him and I never spoke words once, but he showed me so much in the series that I played, and I watched him in those big games in the playoffs, and he was noticeable. There's a lot of rookies like that. So you don't think about it. Yeah, you didn't get on the ballot or whatever, but people are watching. People are taking notice. So, again, there were so many good rookies this year that really could have been on the ballot. But obviously we can only put 3 or 4, so it makes it a little difficult. So shout out to all the rookies this year. We've got another rookie class. I think it's like 20 deep, including a beautiful wiener. So, I mean, there's so many things that can happen. I love it, dude, because like it says, on the site, it says like active now. So every day I sign in the chat box, I really hope the beautiful wiener is active now. That's what I'm looking for on a regular basis. The show is not PG, by the way. So if your kids watch, it's not.
Let's get into the Vezina here. We got the Vezina coming up. Big goaltender award, obviously, for the best goalie. We've got D Crips on the line. We got Tomahawk, I Soldier Up, and Master Shotgun. Thoughts?
Man, DJ's the winner for me. When you think about DJ, his whole – I know Cripps is on there, guys. I know that he's a winner. I'm trying to give the other two guys some due, okay, before we get to B Cripps. DJ was so good all year. A guy who played lefty primarily most of his career said, you know what, fuck it. Like, man, I'm just going to play net. He's really, really perfected his craft. Master Shotgun was a huge part of the Seven Taves run and making them so successful. They didn't really struggle to score at all, but I watched him, and he made some really big saves on the stretch. He was a big part of keeping them in that playoff series versus the Wanderers. But, yeah, man, I mean, B. Cripps literally broke every fucking record for goalies, so I get it, man. B. Cripps, he's probably the winner, man. He had a great season. I don't like him calling his forwards out at the end of the season, man, so that really rubbed me the wrong way, but it happened. It is what it is, man. There was some irony with that ability getting the shutout against the shutout king in Game 7. I thought was totally storybook in that. But what do you think, Agent, man? I mean, B. Cripps is your winner here or what, man?
I think he is, but another guy that I got to give a shout out is Shotgun. The guy that played really awesome, especially with having two guys that haven't played defense. Me and Dunner played defense 4/5 of the season for us, and neither one of us had played it prior. and he still did great. He was able to help us out if we needed some help from another person's viewpoint, you know, and he's not a dick. He's going to tell you like it is and what he wants you to do to make his life a little bit easier. And that's the name of the game, you know, to not let pucks in. So I thought he did a good job of that. Him and Tomahawk were neck and neck for what people would argue is the number 2 goalie all season. So both those guys played really awesome. But I mean, it's hard for anybody to compete with somebody that had that amount of shutouts. It's impossible.
Dolly, man, give your guy a shout out here, man. Tell me about Cripps.
I don't know. Should I throw him under the bus?
Hey, can I say I saw a couple softies in games 1 through 4, but I'll leave that alone. Go ahead.
Oh, there was a couple in the series before that too, but he knows. So I don't need to talk about it. No, Cripps is a great goalie. He's fantastic. He's undisputedly he's the best goalie in the league. And I think he's deserving of winning. That being said, though, the way DJ played in the playoffs for his team was unbelievable. I would not be surprised at all if it was closer than people realize. Shotgun was great. Tomahawk was great. There were some really good goalies this season. Yeah, Cripps got ridiculous stats, but he knows in his heart of hearts that, you know, we could have just run up the score on some teams and let him get breakaways all season, but instead we were kind of nice to him.
Funny how that works out.
It's okay. I'll remember next time. No, Cripps deserves it. He's a fantastic goalie and he's a great guy. I really think that he's the way everybody pretty much voted.
Pale, let's hear it, man.
The Vezina winner for season number 5 is B. Cripps.
I mean, that had to be like, I mean, we all knew, like, the guy had like 96 shutouts. We only played 30 games, so do the math. Like, we get it. Like, he killed it. So
much respect to the other 3 guys, but voting wasn't close on this.
I mean, but here's the thing, like, the guy broke every record, product of his defense or not. The numbers are the numbers. He broke every record. He killed it, man. But he's in a new place this year, and we'll see how it goes. Shout out to B. Cripps, man. I think it's his second Vezina, number 2. So shout out to him, man. And good season. I'm sure time to get Steven, a.k.a. Drift King, is crying under his basketball hoop somewhere right now. Like, so miserable.
Actually,
yeah, so that's a shout out for Legion.
Hey, curiosity's sake, who was the best of the losers?
I said DJ.
Was Tomahawk?
Go ahead. Tomahawk was?
Yeah, he played awesome, man. He deserves it.
Oh, I'm not saying he didn't. He was the reason that the Pirates beat us, man. Like, those are all close games. But shout out to him, man. We're going to talk about his issues in a little bit. So, what's the next award? Pale.
It's going to be the Lady Bing. Big opinionated trophy. You know, most gentlemanly conduct, most gentlemanly person, I guess. We've got 3 guys up there for the award. We've got Mick Swagger, X92, Self Luca D, and that one odd guy. Ability. Why don't you go ahead and give your guy a plug?
Yeah, so I am actually really interested in this specific award because I nominated last year to try and get Mick Swagger on the ballot, and he got on. And then I was surprised as shit to see his name pop up again. But this time with just cause. Like, this guy really has become kind of like the Lady Bing presentation of the 239 site. In a lot of ways, he's taken on a different persona, and it's interesting. Odd Guy too. Odd Guy's always active on the site. He's always, Odd Guy's a great dude. I don't know, man. I'm really amped to see which one. I think one of those 2 names wins this award, so I'm really kind of amped up to see which one.
Well, Esso touched on it, man. And here's the thing. I'm a big Odd Guy fan. We all know that. Everybody knows that. It's like weird, like the way that we love each other, but it's a thing. But Mick Swagger, Esso said it on the Elitist show the other day, and I couldn't agree with it more. This guy went from not being around and then kind of being known as like, oh, this shitty guy or whatever it is, and he's got a bad attitude, to really being one of the faces of 239. When you think of 239 hockey, Mick Swagger is one of the faces that you think of. And he is not involved in any media at all. He's just one of those polarizing figures, and I'll say that with full confidence on the site. My boy Kiefer, my best friend in the league, man, he is literally the definition of like that perfect member, and I'm saying it because it's the truth, man. Like, he really is. He started 245. He talks to waivers and gets them into games with him, so they don't like, oh man, like they don't feel like, they're not a part of something. Like, he's trying to include people. To me, that's above and beyond everything. So shout out to McSwagger. I love Odd Guy. Who's the other? Oh, is Luca up for this as well?
Yeah.
I love Luca, man. Even though he chirped me and shit like a couple weeks ago, fuck you. But like, I'm over it. I love Odd Guy, but man, I really hope Kiefer, my boy, I hope he wins this one. Pale, without further ado, man, give me the winner.
Yeah, the winner for the Lady Bing in season number 5 is that one Odd Guy.
Okay. Listen, well deserved. And here's the thing: if there was a second person in 239, it's Odd Guy. He's in the chat box literally all day, every day. He's an accountant, so I think he fucks off on his computer. He's in there every day. He says hi to everybody. He's nice to everybody, dude. Like, it's impossible to hate him. I call him Oddcock. He's goofy. We all love him, but he literally is the perfect member. I am totally on board for this. I love it. McSwagger, dude, keep doing you, man. You're my best friend. I love you sexually. What's the next award, Pale?
Next one is going to be the Heart. This is the MVP of the league. We've got four nominees. We've got B Crips, Surprise Me 22, Tom FTW 88, and Cosmic Fade.
All right, guys, we're going to go quick. I just want you to pick your winner. I'm going to start with Ability, go to Dolly, go to Agent, go to Pale, go to me. Well, actually, we'll skip you, Pale, because you know the winner. And then after I go, tell us the winner, man, because we're running up against it and we want to get into the breakdown. So, Ryan, who you got winning this award, man? Bias.
Cosmic Fade.
Dolly.
I'm actually gonna pick Tom.
Agent.
Surprise me.
I'm taking B Crips, man. So who is it? Yes,
No.
Pale. Who is it?
Don't inflate that ego more. Don't do that.
Who is it,
Heart
Pale?
winner for season number 5 is Cosmic Fade.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to the island.
Oh man, I love that shirt.
So
I couldn't do that. Sorry, go ahead.
Cosmic also won the Rocket Richard this year as well. We had Surprise Me 22 won the Art Ross for the most points in the league. And I'm just going to run down the All-Star teams real quick.
Okay, cool.
So the first team All-Star for forwards is going to be Cosmic Fade, Surprise Me 22, and Tom FTW 88. The first team defense is going to be Sea-Doo 77, that one Odd Guy, and B Crips in net. The second team All-Star is going to be D-Mart 15, Self Luca D, and Dalai Lama. The second team All-Star defense is going to be X Daily and Brick City. And the second team goalie is going to be the Tomahawk.
Wait a minute. Listen to me right now. Let's make this fucking game happen.
Woo.
Guys, we made it happen last year. We made it happen the year before. We need to make this game happen. That game would be awesome to watch.
I mean, you got a left wing, a right wing, and a center on each team. You got a left and right team on each team. It works out pretty well.
Let's make that happen.
Yeah, this game has to happen because those squads are fantastic.
I'm calling all other 11 players in that game. I want this to happen. Let's make it happen. Dolly, you're in, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised, but I'm in. Yeah, for sure.
Surprise me, motherfucker. Oh, see what I did there? Okay. Yeah.
Again, bad.
I know, man. I'm sorry, dude. I'm a dad. I'm allowed to tell stupid jokes, and it's socially accepted.
That's the only excuse he got.
Fuck all. Guys, that's your award. So usually we try and do better breakdown stuff. Crazy off season, short off season. But this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna jump right into this. We're gonna start breaking teams down. Now, as you guys know, I always do my post draft analysis, but because we had a little bit of extra time, I didn't want to rush it out. So I've got some cool things coming with that. It should be up sometime either this week or early next week. I'll have that out for you. But this hopefully gets your palate a little wet before then, and we'll start talking about some of the teams. So we're gonna start out with the Bullet Club. Now, the roster consists as follows. We've got Blue Liner, Clancy, Cosmic Fade, my buddy Legion, who's listening to the show whether he likes it or not, Master Shotgun on defense, and then you have Tomahawk and Sober. These are the teams. This is the team. Now, first thing we got to make note of for all of you who have been living under a rock, Cosmic Fade has broken his thumb on his right hand, I believe.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
His right hand, we don't know the time extent of the injury. I know it's in a frigging cast. I've seen the pictures. Listen, man, this is a guy who gave me shit for tryharding in season number 4, and he's tryharding in gym class. So what does that say, man? So listen, with joking aside, I hope Cosmic, dude, I hope you recover fast. I had to take my little dig on you, but what this does to this team, I mean, Cosmic Fade looked to be the catalyst of this offense. So you're looking at potentially a 4 to 6 week injury. Luckily, we have 2-week lull. But I'll start with you, Pale. How do you like how this team is constructed with Cosmic and then without? Because it's kind of a big deal right now.
I mean, I'm going to start with the other way without Cosmic, because that's the way Tomahawk's team is going to start off the season. And I think they're going to struggle a little bit. I think, you're going to have Sober needs to carry the offense and step up. And, he's done that in the past. He's a former Hart winner. He's the guy that won the Art Ross, and, he's capable of doing so. But he's really going to need to on offense. Master Shotgun on D, he's a new face for the defense. He's a guy that's played goalie since he's been in the league. But I'm excited to see how he does. I think this team may need to make a move before the season starts, maybe to secure that left wing spot. Not that Legion or Blue Line or whoever would be over there can't play it, but I think that there may need to be a move made there to secure that and make something happen.
I'm looking at the roster. I'm seeing a lot of lefties. I'm not seeing a right D. So either Blue Line or a Shotgun. I don't have the position availability.
I think Shotgun's on right D.
Okay, so I mean, there's that. So okay, that's solved. But again, I see Clancy definitely a two-way guy playing with Cosmic. It would have been great in my opinion, but there are some holes on this roster. Tomahawk's coming off a really good season. He had Sniper and Nexus in front of him last year. I think Shotgun and Blue Line are going to take some time to get used to one another. And they're going to have to do it pretty quick to figure it out because, again, it's going to be – I feel like this team's going to face a lot of shots first and foremost, but I think they're going to generate a lot of offense as well. On the right wing, it looks like, and from what I've been told, this is what my sources are telling me, Tomahawk is actually moving out of net in Cosmic's absence. Legion is moving in net. And they're going to run with him on left wing, Sober right wing, Clancy up the middle. So that's what it is. Ability, what do you think of that roster without Cosmic Fade that I just mentioned?
Well, I'm interested to hear that little last tidbit you threw in there about the switching because I have played a few of the scouting games I was able to be a part of. I played a couple games with Legion up front on the forward line, and Legion surprised me. I'm so used to seeing him play in net or play on D. I didn't really think that he had any offensive awareness, but I watched this guy play very well, cycle the puck very well, and even bury a couple goals. So I'm interested to see what Tomahawk does. Now, Tomahawk is a well-rounded player. I've seen him play on defense. He's obviously terrific in net. I haven't got to see much of it on the forward line. So I think the team is probably not going to be as well off, obviously, without Cosmic Fade in the lineup. But at the same time, Clancy knows how to move the puck. If Tomahawk can contribute to the offense and kind of fill in at even, half or 2/3 of what a Cosmic Fade can bring to the table, then this team can have some success. Legion also, I think Legion's way better than when I first entered this league. He's coming along. I don't know what else to say here. I think that Sober is going to need to contribute too. Is there a story on Sober? He's in the starting lineup? I don't know what's going on with this team.
Yeah, Sober is in the starting lineup. So Sober right wing, Pog center, Tomahawk left wing, Blue Liner left D, Shotgun right D, Legion and net in Cosmic's absence. That's going to be the lineup. Dolly, what do you think of the roster as constructed?
Usually I'm pretty nice, but I think this season I'm just going to be honest. I thought that this team was going to have a lot to prove with Cosmic in the lineup. And without Cosmic, I think they're going to have a hard time adjusting, especially with Tomahawk coming out of net and shuffling around. There's some good players, but they're going to have a lot of work to do to play against some of these other teams.
I agree, man. I'm going to leave it with that because I'm in the same world, man. They're going to really have to play a style like the Hut Heroes. I think they're going to have to beat people off mistakes because it's going to be tough to generate offense. I think it's going to be a tough go for them. Clancy's going to have to really step up, and maybe was going to be that number 2 guy. Now he's got to be that number 1 guy. So shout out to Clancy. Sober's going to have to step his game up, and Tomahawk's got to have to work into the best of his ability. So let's move on to the next team, Chili Cone Carnage. That is Pogs, Agent's boy. Pogs will be captaining this team. The roster consists as follow. D1R Brad is their lefty rookie. Kairos looks like he's playing right wing on that team. D-Swish will probably be the extra. Surprised me. They had chemistry last year on 7 Taves. 37 in a row, be a part-time player, probably swapping out in net. You have Shock, my buddy, Colin. I love you, buddy. You suck at stats, but you know I love you. I got to be hard on you, man. So I think Shock will be switching off between net and left D, it appears, or right D. I'm not sure which D. And then you have Zlo as well on this team. So how many guys does he have? He's got 8 guys, 2 part-timers.
I think 37 is a part-timer, yeah.
37 and D-Swish.
Are both part-time. So you got 2 part-times, cool. I will send it over to Pale first, man. This is your guy. He was your center last year. We all know that he can play at an elite level. He's a great 200-foot player, especially in a center thin draft. How do you think he did?
Well, he was Agent's guy, but that's all right.
That's what I meant. I'm sorry. I skipped Agent on the last one. I wanted Agent. Pale, don't talk. Agent, what do you think, man?
I like the team or the guys that I know. Pogs obviously is an elite center. Surprised me, can score on it at will. 37, the games that I've seen him play, he's really good in that. So, but he's only going to get once a week. So I don't know who else he's going to throw back there is my other question. Shock. I think his plan is putting Shock on defense from what I
Zlo.
understood.
Zlo is the backup.
He is, okay.
That is, I believe that is per Charles.
Pogs and Shock got chemistry and history in another league. Shock plays defense for Pogs in another league. So he obviously has something to go off of there. So I like the team of the few people I know, but the 2 that I don't, those 2 guys, 2 rookies, and D-Swish being a part-timer, I think that surprised me, and Pogs can hold it together, and Shock can definitely hold his own on the back end. That's going to be their core 3. But after that, I don't know where the rest of it's going to come from, if they're going to need it or not. But I think I see them being a middle of the road to a little bit above average team.
Pale, what do you think, man? Break them down for me.
Yeah, for sure. I think this is going to be one of the better teams in the league. I think Pogson surprised me. You already have your chemistry there. Karios, I saw him play a little bit. He's a really solid player defensively. I didn't see too much from him offensively, but then again, I only played like 1 or 2 games with him. So, but I think he is a Pogs referral. So, I mean, obviously they've played together before. On the back end, you got D191 Brad. He's a really solid defensive guy. I don't think you're going to get too much offensively from him, but he's a guy that can move the puck well and can play really solid defense. And then obviously Shock on the other side. He's the guy they may look at for a little bit of offense from the defensive end. And he's perfectly capable of providing that. In net, I'm pretty sure you're going to see 37 in a row as a starting goalie, and then Zlo when 37 is not playing. So I think this is going to be one of the more solid teams in the league. I think they're going to be pretty good.
I
think
worry
one of those
about the goal.
Is surprised me, his brother. I think Pog said something about that. He's getting his brother to join.
So maybe it's not D-Swish. Isn't D-Swish Cosmic and Lime?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
So I would assume it's either Brad or Karios.
Yeah, it's one of the other
Sorry.
I think it's
I'll
Karios.
learn. Yeah, if you guys are new, we'll learn your gamer tags. Like, don't be emo and like cut your wrists and shit and like bleed out on the bathroom floor. We're gonna figure it out. But I've seen and heard that Brad is pretty wicked on D. He's pretty good, so that's really nice, especially because it was kind of slim this year. So Pog was able to go out and get his boy, brother, whatever the fuck. I don't know. And here's the thing. I know Pogs is a good player. I know Surprise Me is a good player. These guys referred these guys. So I can only assume that they didn't bring boners in here to come play. I can only assume that these guys are probably pretty decent, right? Like, I can only assume that. So, again, time will tell, but I'm going to go ahead and say that this team is probably going to be pretty good. The one concern that I have, the dual goalie, okay, not a full-time goalie. Pogs had to go this route. That's fine. I know 37 can get it. Scott's my boy. He knows that I love him. Zlo. I've heard good things, but I worry about consistency. He's going to get his one series a week. I need to see it all season, man. It's going to be tough because goalies play different. I mean, yes, at the end of the day, your goal is to stop pucks. But communication is key. I'm always talking with my goalies, letting him know where I am, letting her know where I am. So I think, to me, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. I hope that doesn't end up coming back to hurt them. But they're 5 up front, man. I can imagine this team is probably going to be a top 5 team this year. Fair to say. So we're going to move along to the next team. The Didling, and you guys know I fucking hate this, dude. I hate it. Like, I love Keith. Keith, I love you. But you know I hate the rebranded teams, man. So he's coming back with the Rectum Stuffers, right? Let's take a look at the lineup. Cavalier Stu, rookie in the league. Revelations 88, rookie in the league. Desire Customs captaining it. You got Phoenix Rising, who is no rookie. Shout out to Phoenix, big fan of the show. Ozzy 9041. You know, Ozzy's been here for a couple seasons now. He's killing it. Slicky Slick will be in net. Stealth Luca D on lefty. And who am I missing? That's it, right? 4, 5, 6, 7. I was gonna say Drug Monkey, but guys, the best part of draft night was when Ability took Drug Monkey at 8, and Keith is in the captain's chat and goes, "Yo, fuck, bro. Yo, bro, Ability just took you." We're like, dude, wrong chat. It was literally the best thing ever. Like, it was so good. Awesome. But looking at this team, Dolly, the guys I rattled off, couple rookies in there, couple vets. Luka moving back to D, went 9th overall, man. Break this roster down for me. What are you thinking?
I think this is going to be a really well-rounded team. Luka going to defense. I mean, everybody's heard about it, but I mean, Luka's good enough at the game, at the buttons in general, to pretty much be solid at any position. I don't know if he's going to be the best defense in the league, but he certainly has the skill set to do it. DC is a good two-way player, and Ozzy can sneak by and score goals when he has no business doing it. They'll get some offense. I don't know anything about their rookies, but even if the rookies were bad, the core pieces that they have on this team is enough to be a top half team easily.
I know a little bit something about Revelations, but I know Ability does as well. So, Ability, what do you think of this team, man? There's a lot of XBS love on this roster. How do you think this team is going to correlate into the 239 atmosphere and competition level?
Oh man, I don't even know if that's worthy of a question. DC is a fantastic player in his own right. The guy, he has a forecheck when he wants to implore it. He has a forecheck that is right up there in the top of the league. Watching Revelations join, he was a player that I was eyeballing because I got to watch him firsthand in a championship run I had over in XBS, and he can score the puck. So now you got DC dishing the puck to Rev, and then Ozzy's up there. That is going to be one of the best on paper offenses that I see here. I am interested to see how they're going to pull this off in the season. But, with Luka on defense, I think, and Phoenix Rising too, this guy here not only is in love with 239, not only is a great member of it, but he's upped his game for the last 3 seasons that I've watched him play. I think that they put together a really sick squad here. And I like Slicky in net. That guy, I think last year he didn't have nearly the season he could have had. But this season, it's a brand new season, and sometimes players up their game in the off season. So it was a short off season though. But hey, I'm rooting for you, Slicky, and this team right here, man. You guys are going to do well.
I like this roster as well. Ozzy was a guy, had I not traded out of round 1, I would have went after Ozzy at 12. That's probably who I would have ended up taking at that pick. Sorry, I got low battery apparently, but I would have probably taken Ozzy at 12. I like him. He's dynamic. He creates space. I like guys who create space, and he does a really good job with that. I don't know a lot about Cavalier Stu, but here's the thing, man. Luka's the real deal on D. I can tell you guys that right now. He's going to be a top D in this league, especially whether he plays left or right. He can play both, which makes him even that much more dynamic. It looks like he'll probably play right, as I believe Phoenix is more of a lefty, but that's going to see. Cavalier Stu might get a chance to steal a spot there. Slicky's got to be solid in net, but this offense should score some goals. So I really, really like the makeup of this team. So moving to the next one, we got the drop pass Murphys. Guys, I'm here to tell you I am a Murph guy. I am a Murph guy. He goes out, he has a draft, and this is the team. He's got BBX 90, Donnie Wood, Schwartz 83, B Crips himself, 4th overall, Bubba Man, Easy Real, and then Murph, the captain himself. So roster. Donnie Wood's going to slot in at lefty. He played season 3 with the Mongo Tards. He's a very, very good D. Sometimes he misses due to work and stuff like that. So that will be a question mark, but hopefully he's there, doesn't miss any time. Schwartz and Easy Real are going to be your part-time players. This is going to be crazy because no matter which one plays, you're getting good offense from either. And Murph and BBX are going to kind of be the staples up front. B-Crips is going to be the monster that he is in net. I really like this team. The one thing I worry about, there's only one puck out there, and there's a lot of guys on that team who like to play with the puck. Pale, do you agree, disagree? What do you think, man?
Yeah, I think you pretty much nailed my thoughts. I think that they have the talent to be one of the top teams, if not the top team in the league, but I'm not sure how it all meshes together. I think you've got a lot of guys that all want the puck, a lot of guys that know how to play with the puck that may not necessarily know how to play off the puck. BBX, I saw a decent amount of him in my scouting game, same with Schwartz. And I really like, how these guys are able to hold on to the puck and create space for other people. It's going to really come down to whether they can actually utilize that space they create or not.
Dolly, some of these names may jump off the page at you. Some of them may not. I know you and I have played in other leagues, maybe with some of these guys. What do you think of the makeup of this roster? What do you think of the part-time players? Is this team going to compete this season?
Yeah, it's definitely going to compete. I'm interested to see what they do with their part-time players, though, because they can either 50% of the time have a ridiculously dominant 6 players on the ice if Staney plays right D, or they can just have a set right D with their backup. Who's their backup? It says they have 8 people on the team, so I'm not exactly sure how that
This
works.
guy, Gugatron.
I said, okay, so Gugatron. I don't know how they'll make that work, but maybe they slot someone else back into right D permanently, and then they just keep rotating offensive forwards. Either way, whether they play with 5 or the 6-man strategy, this team is going to be really good. They're fast, they're smart, they move the puck really well, they're really good on the rush, and they know how to get that grease. So look out, this is a good team, and it will. For me, it's a top 3 team if it all pans out.
This team offensively is constructed a lot like Victoria's Secret. Sorry, I had to flip usually my camera's there, but now it's here. Not like Victoria's Secret. They're going to score. I worry about the total defense. Donnie Wood's going to have who's in that? B-Crips. He's going to be solid as well, obviously. And I brought up like whether that work, so that could be problematic because if he's not there, you're looking at, okay, well, who's going to play lefty, who's going to play right? You have 2 part-time players, so again, it'll be interesting, but this team is going to score a tremendous amount of goals, so you can't sleep on these guys. I think Murph did a really good job. If he's looking to do, I think you really, really killed it. So, man, it's going to be a fun early then you can get some steam off Surfman and Shaft Paul first. Dicko, his center. C. Renton, W. 8 can you hear me? Hello?
You're like cutting out like crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, Dales. You're like that whole last minute, lot of cutting out.
Okay, so it wasn't just me. I'm sitting there panicking, thinking something's going on.
Dude,
No, I saw Dow.
it's still
I
happening.
don't know if it's my internet. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bounce out here and I'll try and get back in.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. I'll send you an invite.
Okay.
Mark, why don't you do you have the sheet up in front of you? I don't know who that
Yeah, where we at? Who we talking? Half puck?
Half pucked, is that who we're on? That's McSwagger's team.
I think
Who's on
I think we moved on to Swag. So Swag, I think he did a great job in the draft picking up Dicko, BC Renton, BTW, Crazy Yetakilla, Peaceful Bob, and Thug CTC. I believe his first pick was BTW, is that correct?
Yeah. Yep.
And I think where he got him was a good spot. I know I talked with Swag a little bit before his draft. He was just asking for advice and thoughts and picking my brain, I guess. And he wanted to pick his buddy, and I just said, man, if you truly think your guy is a number one pick, take him. But if he's not, don't waste your first round pick just to use your friend, because that's not the way to do it, you know. So I think they're going to be looking good. The defense, I think, is their biggest question mark. BC Renton's a guy that can kind of hold his own, but he doesn't do any extra. Typically, he'll make just a simple play. And I don't know if he's planning on playing Bob and BC Renton full time back there, or what his plan is on his team. But I'm interested to see what's exactly going to happen with his defensive side. That's the only question mark I have for that team. Although it's offensive minded, I know Dicko and Swag are two peas in a pod, and throwing BTW in with that's, I mean, it's only going to help. So,
all right, so, can you guys hear me? Am I better?
Yes.
Yeah, it's much better now.
Okay, cool. I think it's because I had to plug my charger in because my iPad was almost dead, so I think that's what happened. But I sound good now?
Yeah, it was a mess.
Well, I mean, you guys could cut me off at any time. Like, that would have been good, too. I know when I get...
You sound so much better now, and it's so smooth now. You got to keep that shit plugged in every time we do this, dog.
I thought it was me, so I dropped out.
We were all looking at you thinking it was our shit, but really we were
I thought it was me, too. I turned my phone's Wi-Fi off, and I yelled at Nikki.
No, I was sitting here drinking my beer, just watching him chirp in and out. I was like, that dude's fucked.
Okay.
Half puck.
Yes.
So, yeah, for me, I really like Swag's offensive line. Obviously, he's got chemistry with Dicko, and BTW is a really nice player. He's a really easy guy to play with. I'm not so sure about his defensive lineup, man. BC Renton and Crazy Eddie Killer. I know Crazy Eddie Killer made strides last year. He played a little defense and apparently looked okay. But I'm not sure about this defensive lineup. I think he may be looking for a trade later on in the year to pick up some defensive help from his offensive line. That's the flaw that I see on that team. I think that would keep him out of the playoffs if the team stays as is.
Yeah, and I like Thug CTC and net. We saw him the other night. He was really, really solid, so that's positive as well. I agree with the defense, man. BC Renton and Crazy Eddie got a lot to prove this year. Crazy made some big strides last year playing. He got to play with was he with Drug Monkey last year? So that's kind of a cool bit. You can learn a lot from a guy like that. He's got the skill set there. He's a bit jumpy at time back there. He wants to be really, really offensive. I know the feeling, man. I'm in the same realm. But if he really focuses on defense, BC Renton's a guy who likes to step up, take some big hits. He'll take some chances. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So keep that in mind. It's like a high-risk, high-reward thing. But if those guys can be solid, I think this offense could surprise some people. BTW being the catalyst. My boy Kiefer's going to be over on the right wing doing his thing. And Dicko's going to have to really focus on that 200-foot game because there's a lot of good centermen. Tom FCWs of the world, DC's moving back to center. There's a lot of guys on that list you got to be careful of. So he's got to play that 200-foot game and really stabilize and kind of keep everything controlled and be kind of the centerpiece for that defense because they're going to score, but I wonder if they're going to be able to stop people. So we'll see what happens. Next team is #Chem. This is Dominator Silva's redemption season. He is so ready. And I'll say it like this. He had the 3rd overall pick, man. I asked him what he wanted for it, and he literally told me 2 first-round picks, which is absolutely unheard of. The last time that happened was Legion, Season 3, and we know how that worked out. So this team right here, you got Epic Sandwich, Fiote, Quantum Tech, The Clumsy Ninja. Those are 4 names I am unfamiliar with right off Jump Street. Dominator Silva, Rev Hellcat, and C-Do77, your Norris Trophy winner. So let's talk about what we do know. Left D is Rev Hellcat. Right D is C-Do. Right wing is Dominator Silva. The love triangle is there. They finally made it happen. Silva wanted to do this, and they got it. That's it. I just think Fiote's playing center. If I recall, Quantum Tech is Diesel and net. I don't know if that's still to be true.
He's going to be in net. Sandwich on left wing.
Okay. And Pale, I'm going to send this to you because you know a lot of the new guys. You did a ton of scouting, man. Break it down. Let me know what's up with this team.
Yeah, so I'll start off with the forwards. So Theo, I saw play. He's one of those defensive-minded centers. He's a guy that's really going to commit defensively. He's going to get the puck and hopefully into playmakers' hands. Hopefully Dom Silva can be that. Epic Sandwich, he's a guy that can move the puck pretty well. That is going to be his offside. He's a right wing preferred. He plays left-handed. I don't know if he can switch stick hands. From what I saw him pretty much only play left-handed. So if he's going to be on the left side, then he's going to be a lefty. I obviously like the team's defense. I think they may struggle to score a little bit. I think defense and their goaltending is going to be great. Quantum Tech's a great goalie. I saw him play a bunch of games, and he's a guy that can steal games. He's going to be one of the better goalies in the league. But offensively, I think they're going to struggle a little bit.
What do you think, Dolly? Man, wifey's on here with Kayla. That's your other wifey just by default. So what do you think of this team, man? Is this a team that, like Pale said, is going to be struggle to score, maybe a little bit Hut of Heroes feel to them, very defensive, but what do you think?
Well, I think as of last night, if I was actually paying attention to what Chelsea was telling me, I'm not 100% sure. I was kind of tired. I think they're actually putting Quantum Tech out of net and putting Clumsy Ninja in net to try and bolster their offense because their defense is quite good. Kayla showed last season that if anything, she's extremely coachable. Whether it was Rome's input or DJ's input, she played great in the playoffs. So she can lock down left D quite well, and we all know Chelsea's fantastic on right D. Don't really need to worry about that. I really think that they're putting Quantum Tech Flowed or Fiode and Dom up front to try and make it a more well-rounded five skater unit. I think this team, if everything meshes, will easily be in the top half. I don't think they're the best team on paper, but they definitely have a lot of good pieces and they can make it work.
Ability, man. These are your girls too. I mean, like, these are your girls. What do you think about this team? You're a big fan of Chelsea. You're a big fan of Kayla. Do you like the roster? What do you see?
Absolutely. I'll tell you what. I'm envious of Dom, okay? And I'm gonna chirp him a little bit because you notice that minus the two ladies, to whom I know he is very fond of, and they're excellent players, he went and drafted a team of rookies. Could that be because he went through and traded every other person in 239 last season? I don't know, Dom. Just saying here. I didn't get to scout any of these rookies, so I can't even comment on how good they are. I take that back. I did scout one of them, and I asked Dom for his input on some rookies because I didn't get a chance to scout that much, and he told me some things that made me hesitant, to draft some rookies, and now I find out that's because he wanted them all. So congratulations on that too, Dom. Much appreciated. But no, I know that Rev and Cedu are going to hold this down. And I also have heard that Quantum Tech is a fantastic goalie, which I was kind of interested to see because the strength of goalies in this league, it's elevated. We had 33 willing goalies this season. But I don't know what else to say about this team. I guess it's going to be a trial and error in my eyes. We'll once the season starts, we'll have a better outlook on it.
Dom just messaged me and confirmed that Quantum's playing forward, by the way. It's Quantum, Float, and Dom up front.
Yeah, it's Float, not Fiode.
Flowed. Okay. Well, guys, we're going to learn the tags, man. If you make some noise, we learn the tags. That's how it works. Even if you don't make noise, we learn them. We try our best. Yeah. Moving on, we got Knights of the Frozen Throne. If you ask Big Will, this name is better than the last. So I'm looking forward to seeing this team play. You got ability. You're reigning. That's my bit. Fuck you. You got to think of your own thing. No, you get your own thing. That was mine. Ability is obviously going to be manning the pipes. You got Dalai Lama playing left D, Drug Monkey on right D. I'm excited to see that pair. Nick the Greek will most likely play left wing. OP Jelly, Santeria, and Walkerstown. I'm just going to ask you, Ability, who is playing center on this team?
Oh, well, that's going to be probably two different people, but I have someone in mind that I want to play center, but I've watched someone else play center, and I think he's doing a great job too. So I have no definitive answer for you yet, but I will tell you the two players are either going to be Nick the Greek or OP Jelly. One of those two guys is going to be playing center. They both can play it.
Pale, what do you think, man? Break this team down. You got Dolly, you got Drug. These are veteran players in the league. Ability and net. I love this back end. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean the defense is obviously the strong point of the team. I think Dolly and Drug are both guys that can move the puck really well and defend really well. I've seen Dolly play defense a couple of times, and he's going to be one of the better defensemen in the league. I think. With ability in net, you obviously have solid goaltending as well. Up front, I think you nailed the concern is I don't think we have a natural center. OP Jelly, he's played center a couple times in the past. I saw Nick DeGree play center when we played Ability's team the other night. I think you've got 3 or 4 wingers, and you're just gonna have to find the puzzle piece that fits in the middle of the ice there.
I feel this is similar to like Dom's team last year, where they didn't have that true center and they really struggled with the position all year. Now I'm not saying that will happen. But again, I value face-offs, as a lot of guys do. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Agent, what do you think, man? How do you like the roster that Ability put together?
What a better D partner for Dolly to go back to than with Drug. I mean, honestly, you couldn't ask for a better guy to help you on positioning and everything. I mean, he's a nice guy. He'll teach you or help you anything you need. And that forward line, I think, is actually better than what people are giving him credit for. I think Ability, personally, I think he might have got steal of the draft. I think everybody knows I'm not real fond of him, but Santeria, where he got picked, is a steal of the draft, man. I think that's a really, really good pick where he got taken. I think the only reason he got dropped there is because his attitude. And if you can keep him in line, the guy can score. That's without a doubt. I think he proved it multiple times.
Well, if you
that real quick, by the way, I don't think his attitude has been a problem for just the
since he hasn't captained. You're correct.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's kind of been quiet and has just been, flying under the radar for a little while.
My 2 cents of watching Nick play as well. When he played on left wing with me at center, and I cannot remember who was at right wing. It was when we were just playing some scouting games, and holy shit, the dude he made all the right passes. He didn't make anything flashy, but he never made a shitty pass. If he was going to be in a bad spot, he dumped it around, whatever he needed to do. I think that guy, not telling you how to run your team, but as a left winger, he's going to make all the right plays. I can tell you that.
By the way, if you don't follow Drug Monkey on Twitter, he's fucking hilarious. So if you don't, you should. Anytime EA posts anything, he's just all over him, and I literally...
Oh, dude, it's epic. I love that shit. He is funny as hell about it, too.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, if you don't follow Drug Monkey on Twitter, follow him. But here's the thing here's the thing that I like most. Dolly obviously has so much offense in his stick, and I think that Drug Monkey being that stay-at-home D is going to allow Dolly to get in the offense. And I say it all the time, and Dolly can attest to this because I said it in Season 4. D-men who carry the puck and D-men who can create, I feel it's a very tough look because not a lot of teams do it. So it's very hard to adapt to when you're not seeing it. And I think that Dolly could kind of be that catalyst. Play good D, be a good defenseman, but maybe when the offense is struggling a little bit, he can get in there and help the forwards and create a bit of space that we know that he can. So
that strategy seems kind of familiar to me.
Yeah,
good call.
Yeah. And I think it'll be good. But at the end of the day, I need to see it from the forwards as well, because there is, and I'm not trying to be that guy, there's not a cosmic fade on that forward line. So I need to see it. It's gonna be a little bit different than
I got OP Jelly.
All right. And Jelly's a big fan of the show, man. And Jelly was the one who broke the cosmic news. Shout out to Jelly. Shout out to Limer. I love both those guys. Lime Squeeze, it's my dude. But moving on, Netflix and chill. This is none other than Pale Boner's team. Dolly, I'm going to read this list, and I want to hear your thoughts. We got Beautiful Wiener. The Beautiful Cock. Beautiful Wiener followed by the Cokester. Man, that's going to be a wicked Saturday night. A beautiful wiener and some Coke. Am I right? Hey, what are you doing? Oh, nothing. I got this beautiful winner. Hey, you want to do some Coke off it? Yeah, sure. Let's get after it. I mean, that's it, man. Go in those fucking parties. You'll be doing more than Netflix and chill, my friend. Okay. Then you got Derek GNR, Middle Garen. Fuck, man, I had him on my team, and I still said it wrong. Middle Garen, Pale Boner himself, the captain, the Lime, and Wizzy War. So I'm going to go quick. Not quick, but I'm going to go first. Pale Boner's playing center this year, confirmed. He's going to surprise some people up there. He's actually super shifty. For a guy who's played career D goalie, I played with Pale the other night. I was so impressed. If he would have been in the draft, I would have went after him for my center spot. I was really impressed. He's good on faceoffs. He moved the puck well. He played good defense positionally. Don't sleep on Pale, and it's not even because he's a co-host of mine. Wizzy War impressed the hell out of me. I love the way he plays the game. For a guy who's been in the league 3-4 years, he keeps going, or 3 or 4 seasons, keeps going under the radar. He's really, really good with the puck, and he's really good without the puck. Super impressed to see that. Middle's a guy that's just going to shoot. He's going to volume the hell out of you, and that keeps goalies honest, and that's kind of a big thing. Beautiful wiener, and who's going to play D? The Cokester. Derek. Derek's a rock on right D. I was playing lefty. I was a fucking mess out there, but Derek was a rock and just keeping it steady. Lime, as I've gone on and said, is to me one of the top 5 goalies in this league. So, Dolly, when you look at this roster, man, what are you thinking?
Well, I didn't get much time to scout or anything since playoffs ended like last week, but we did get the luxury of playing Pale's team the other night, just scrimmaging. I don't take too much stock in it, but at the same time, you can kind of get a feel for, how good a team could potentially be. And these guys move the puck well. Rookies or not, these guys, like Beautiful Wiener, and love saying that, and the Cokester, they're really good. This team's going to surprise a lot of people, and Lime's a fantastic goalie. So we were having a really good game the other day until our right wing lagged out, but they're going to be a tough team to play against. And I'm not going to be surprised at all to see them up near the top. They all got a few good steals there.
Agent, break down our colleagues' team. What do you think?
I mean, I keep telling Pale all the time he's one of the best defensemen in the league. I really do believe that. But we'll see it at forward. I haven't seen him play up there, so that'll be interesting. But I see the team being a really, really defensively sound team. He has some top defensive talent. If he drafted Beautiful Wiener that high, the dude's got to be good. Pale's got an eye for talent. He's had successful teams. He knows what he's doing. And Derek GNR, I think he is playing defense for you, right?
Yeah, he'll be on right.
Right. So, I mean, with those two back there, from everything that I've seen, they can both be first-round picks. So, I think he has an awesome back end, and I think the forwards, if they just play their game and score a couple of goals, that's all they're going to need ever. So,
love it, man. I love it. Well, moving to the non-consensual. So, I'm going to break this team down. I'm going to send it over to Ryan. I want Dolly to follow up. Dude, I have to pee so bad. Don't ask me why. It's a thing. I'm sorry. I usually can hold it, but I got to go piss. So I'm going to break down this roster. I'm going to give my analysis, send it to Ryan. Dude, this is a first. Like, I have to pee so fucking bad. So it's just a thing. But the non-consensuals, C-Dub, first-time captain, first overall pick, takes D-Mart 15. He's got You Done Know, who's going to be starting on defense. ACDC, a big fan of the show. Shout out. He loves your beard, by the way, Dolly. He messaged me earlier. AC, big fan of the show. He's going to get his shot this year, starting out at left D. Cortez will be playing net. See, I didn't say dare, even though you fucking sabotaged our show on Monday. We still love you. But he's going to be a net. You got Agent up the middle. And then you have Ian the Berean. Is that how you say that?
Yeah,
that's a Pale boner referral.
And I think Ian the Berean is probably going to be the extra in on this lineup. I love D-Mart. Dub is actually super impressive in the face-off circle. I would like to see him against some of the top end. He worked my ass the other day. I'm AIDS at face-off.
It might be happening. We've been flip-flopping me and him at left wing and center.
Yeah, you guys been trying stuff out. So, Ryan, what do you think of the overall roster here for C-Dub in his first run as captain?
Yeah, so I actually am a big fan of what C-Dub did here. A couple of the guys, and I say a couple, and it's like more than half his team, but I was eyeballing some of these guys. Cortez, I think that he kind of had a rough go because of an internet issue, and I don't think that has ever really gone away. Not the internet issue, but the fact that happened. So I think he went a little bit later than maybe he should have. I like Cortez. I think that he plays well. He's a guy that I would have drafted in my team, and I wouldn't have had a hesitation in doing so. So, that was a good pickup. D-Mart, taking D-Mart number 1, that's almost a no-brainer. The guy is legendary, especially in this league. He's won it a couple times. Fantastic guy to have in parties. His hockey IQ is superb. He's going to help everybody around him, and he's notorious for doing so. He's known for that. Agent, check this out, Agent. Man, I wanted to draft you so hardcore, dude. I really did. Your name was right up there. I wanted you on my squad. I couldn't make it happen because C-Dub stepped in and took you. Agent's a fantastic player. I've gotten to watch you play. The more I watch you play, the more I like your game. I think that you're a top guy here. And AC, I'm happy for him because he's finally going to get a shot. Now, AC is a guy, in my opinion, that has game. When I played against him and he's on the forward line, he is always making good passes, or he's shooting the puck and he's scoring. So AC has something to prove here. I think that last season he was on D-Mart's squad. He should have got to go, right? He should have worked his way into some of those games.
Marty's squad.
Yeah, sorry. But he should have worked his way into some of those games because he's got the talent for it. So AC, I really hope that you have a great season this season. I'm looking forward to watching you play. Just don't do it against my team, please. That's all I ask. And you don't know. This guy plays excellent defense. So all around, I don't know anything about Ian the Berean, but we'll get intel, and when we do, I'll have more to chirp on him. But, this squad, it's well put together, and I really like what C-Dub did, especially being a rookie captain. Gave this one a lot of thought, or maybe just winged it. I don't know what you did, C-Dub, but the team you put together, it's a good one. I like it.
I think he picked a veteran and then got veterans advice the rest of the time.
Yeah, there's a lot of D-Mart picks in there. For sure. Dolly, did you break down the team yet, Dolly, or no?
Nope.
Right,
but I can't.
What do you think? Yeah, please. What do you think, man?
I think they're a really well-rounded team. I think the back end has a lot more to prove than the forwards. You guys have some strong forwards. I think you will mesh well together. Dub's a great player. He's very versatile. He can play multiple positions. So wherever he slots himself in, it's just gonna help your team. And AC's the same way. He doesn't get enough credit, and it is unfortunate that he was on our team last season and didn't get to play as much as he deserves. He is a great guy and a really good player. He can play forward, he can play D, and he'll never complain. So having that versatility really gives you guys a lot of options to bounce some things around and see how it goes. I think you guys will do quite well. I hope Cortez fully embraces his goaltending situation because he has no choice. And if he does, I think you guys will be quite good, actually.
And fucking Cortez is good in net. He's a really good goalie, so I hope he sits there and runs with them, man, because they could be a really good team. I know I'm going to butcher this name. Praetorian Guard? What the fuck is that? What is that? Is that a Star Wars reference or something?
I think it's an ancient Roman reference, actually.
Because, I've never seen a Star Wars. So if it's ancient Roman, cool. But, DJ does that. He gets mad at me because half the shit DJ talks about I've never seen and or heard. So he would do some shit like this. It's a thing. Obviously, I Soldier Up's the captain. Love you, Deej. I'm Not Your Dad, USMC. Marty McFly will be playing wing. Got Thamps on right wing. Big fan there. Tom FTW up the middle. Edge on left wing. Yambag on right D, it looks like. I'm a huge fan of this forward lineup. Tom falling to pick 5 is an absolute travesty. Shouldn't have been there, but he did. He's going to be the Rock. DJ likes players like that. Those 200-foot guys. I think you're going to see a downtick in Tom's offense, but I think it's because he's playing in a different system. Thamps is going to be that guy. He's a trigger man. He loves to shoot the puck. He's good out of the corners. He's going to get a chance playing with Tom. And Edge is a guy I was targeting on my team to be my left winger. He's a guy that I think really, really can create a little bit of space. He's good with the puck, but at the end of the day, he's good without it. So he can get into those real soft spots, get himself in position for goals. So I like it. And then the D here, you're going to have, it looks like Gunny and Yambag. So I don't know who's going to play where. Yam proved last year that he's versatile.
Marty's playing D.
Oh, Marty's playing. Oh, yeah, that's right. Marty and Yam. So it looks like Gunny, or maybe Gunny and Yam are having to fight this out. I don't know what's going to happen. Agent, we love you, man. See you, homie.
Yeah, blame my boss. I'll be back in 20 if you're still on.
Okay. Guys, yeah, I know we're breaking the teams down. We got 4 more after this. If you guys wouldn't mind hanging around for 10 extra minutes, we should be able to hit everybody. So if you got to go, you got to go. I understand. But what do you think? Here's the thing. I've been saying it for a couple years or a couple seasons. I want to see a full season of Marty McFly on D. And it looks like we're going to get that opportunity. And sorry for missing you, Marty. I didn't mean to miss you. I love you. But I'm excited to see it. But, Pale, what do you think of this team, man? I think they're going to be probably one of the more well-rounded teams myself. Do you agree, disagree? Let me know.
Yeah, no, I think they are. I think, DJ's got himself, the Wanderers 2.0 almost. You got Tom FTW at center. He's going to be the guy that's going to hold everything together. He's the top center in this league, and he's going to show it this season. With Edge is a great player to play with. He's a guy that can get open and make himself available for that nice one-time option. Marty and Yambag, or Marty and Gunny on D, whichever it'll end up being, is going to be solid. I think Yam's a little underrated on D. I think he's a little bit better than what he gets credit for. And I talked to Marty the other day, and Marty prefers the left side of the ice as a defenseman. I think both he and Luca are in that way. They don't have that one-timer option, but it's a little bit easier to get those breakout passes and to defend from the left side of the ice as a lefty.
It's weird how that works because it just shows like how different players are and what they prefer and different things like that. I'm a big component of, listen, you don't need to be right-handed to play lefty because defensemen don't take enough shots to justify always having that. If you're more comfortable playing left-handed, cool. I much more prefer to have my wingers have the clappers on that side than my D partner because, listen, I take like one shot a game, 2 shots a game, and a lot of times they don't get through or whatever the case is. So I would much rather have you be comfortable playing D with whatever hand that may be. That's just me personally. Dolly, do you like this team? Do you like how it's constructed? Do you think that they will be a well-rounded team?
Yeah, I completely agree. I think this is probably the most well-rounded team. There's a lot of players there that play 2 ways. Edge, Tom, Stamps, Ken, Marty. And you know what? Yambag isn't bad. He wanted to play center this season. But, I mean, if he actually for once embraces the fact that, he's a decent defenseman and he stops trying to take people's heads off at the line, this could be a very difficult team to score on, especially with DJ and Net. Like, that's 6 solid 2-way players that could be a nightmare for a lot of teams.
Would you dare say, Dolly, that Yam just needs to give 60?
I think you're right.
That was what I think. You just need to give 60, Yam and cheese. Just give 60, man. Yeah, I agree, man. This team is well-rounded. DJ did a great job. Listen, hate all you want. I think DJ's issues in the past was like, DJ, please, for the love of God, this is how you chirp me on forward. I'm going to hit you with it. DJ was an okay lefty. DJ is a phenomenal goalie. And I think that goalies have the biggest advantage in the draft because there is a point in every draft where a captain has to pretty much stop what they're doing and really start to focus on where their goalie is going to be, whether it's round 5, round 4. You got to stop and think, where DJ can really take best players available and not have to worry about that position. And I think he did a phenomenal job with his draft. He's moved himself into that elite, yes, I mean elite goaltending category. I don't think there's any dispute by any of us. He built around that. He has a very good team. I feel that they will be able to score. I feel that they will play good defense, and I agree with everything you guys have said. Yam is underrated, yet 3 of us drafted, and we let him fall to round 5, right? Again, for the second time. So, again, he is very underrated. He's a good player. He gets a little crazy sometimes, but when he is focused and playing at his best, he's very, very good. So I won't disagree with that at all. So shout out to Yam. He says I'm always mean to him, but I'm not. He throws up Kevin Smith pulls at me, but I'm the mean one. So it makes sense. I get it. Raising Kane, captain by none other than veteran King Rome. I'm so happy that this guy decided to captain this season. Everybody knows Rome and I are, we go back probably fucking 10 years. It's my guy. But he drafted casual random, rookie in the league, but not rookie to NHL. Hockey kid who's a no Regretski guy. Hi, my name is Ed. Kinky will be in net. Nexus on right D, Sniper on left D. Ability, what do you think of this team, man?
Well, King Rome surprised me a little bit with his draft. I expected him to go full, long-term 239 addict and just start pegging players, and he didn't do that. Now, I don't know a whole bunch about casual random, but from everyone who's scouted him, I've gotten word that this guy is a real deal. So I know he's got talent there. Hockey kid, like you said, a friend of No Regretski's. I have to assume that No Regretski's being as good at the game as he is. Hockey kid's got to be right there in the same realm. So, hi, my name is Ed. He's a good defenseman. I have played with him before. King Rome himself, he's an okay center, you know what I mean? And he's an okay defender, whatever. Kinky, she's making her debut on a starting squad at 239 here. So I know she's pumped up. I don't know if she's ready because, boy, especially if she's playing net, there's something that happens that first time you get into a league game where you kind of all of a sudden become aware of how serious that decision you made to jump in net was. So I hope that she practices it up and she prepares for it. You know, Nexus is a phenomenal right D. You know, that guy, I think that he plays at a top level, especially in competitive online hockey leagues like this. This guy, he's awesome. And Sniper too. Sniper has, I didn't have much faith in Sniper being a defenseman. I listened to all you guys talk him up last season, and then I watched him last season, and he played great. So this squad, although I didn't like it at first, I want to see how it works through the first couple series. King Rome has either drafted a good team or a dud team, and I don't know which one it is yet. So, and I'm not chirping any of you on that team. Just show me what you got.
My only concern, honestly, I think the team is pretty well-rounded. My only concern, I worry about Kinky and net, and it's just because of, again, first season as a goalie. It's a tough task. Now, Rome has put all the nice pieces in front of her for defense. Kinky stops the pucks that she's supposed to stop, and that's really the big thing. She doesn't move a lot in net. She's very stable. But the big thing is going to be those off-corner shots that a lot of these top guys, a lot of these top teams will do, is where they're going one way, they're finding that backdoor clapper high in the circles. How is her reaction going to be to that? It's an adjustment, as Ability said. It's fast, it's quick, and you have to be ready for it. But the big thing that she has is she is very stable. She is hard to get moving. But I want to see how she reacts to some of those big-time plays. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. So shout out to Kinky. I know she's watching the show because she always does. But I want to see how it goes. So I'm rooting for you, except when you play me, obviously.
Next, blowing up already.
Oh, man, yeah. Next team here, we got the Swift Pups, led by none other than Noah Gretzky, one of the finals for the Calder last season. He's got Wynisimov, his buddy Matt at center. Emo Tarek will be playing left wing. Hashtag I just push up. Right wing will be Noah Gretzky's himself. McGill on left D. Tompkins will be on right D. Watch her back in net. And Time to Get Steven will be the extra on this team. First and foremost, Gretzky is an elite top talent player. Esoteric is also a top 15 player in the league. He always gets drafted in round one. He knows how to play the game, and he can play with anybody. I still say to this day, he is the best player that I've ever played with without the puck. He's so awesome at it. When Isimov, I'm interested to see how he does versus top flight centers in this league. He's going to have to win draws. Tompkins is moving from lefty to right. He'll be playing on Gretzky's side. I'm interested to see how that goes. McGill is a rock on lefty. He is literally the epitome of a stay-at-home defenseman. He allows you to be – he was on my draft list. He allows you to kind of do your thing as an offensive defenseman. And watch your back is going to surprise a ton of people in net this year. Kyle is an absolute monster back there. I could see him finishing top 5 in pretty much every statistical category this year. Pale, what do you think about the Swift Pups?
I think outside of my team, he's got the best team in the league. I really like his defense. Tompkins was a guy that was pretty high on my draft board. He's a guy that I was really looking at. McGilla is obviously somebody that I played with for a long time and got to play a season with. He's a rock on D. And then offensively, both Gretzky's himself, along with Esoteric, are gonna be able to score and put up points. Wynisimov is a guy that can play really well defensively and contribute offensively by getting the puck to the guys that need it. Indeed, on net is my only question mark is watch your back. But I've seen the guy play, and he's been playing like a stud. So I think Gretzky's has one of the best teams in the league, if not the best.
Yeah, he did a good job. Dolly, what do you think, man? Do you like the makeup of this team?
Yeah, I agree. I think they're going to have no problem scoring goals. I know Tompkins is a fantastic team. He's very underrated. I'm surprised he went where he did. Surprised I went before him. The guy's really good. He's good at both lefty and right D. He's very smart with the puck, and he knows when to pinch. McGill is a stay-at-home D. I mean, I like the way this team looks. And you know what? If Steven kind of let the ego go and he just focused on the defensive aspect of playing defense, I think he'd be a really good D. I think he's got an opportunity there to maybe even take a starting spot. You never know, but they're going to have a very well-rounded team. It's going to be very tough to play them.
think we're all in agreement. I think they're a really, really solid team as well. It'll be interesting to see how it all meshes together. Moving on, we have the Tragically Hip Checks. This is led by Joe Stowe. Shout out to Joe Stowe, big fan of the show. He's got Shoe Therapy, Hollywood Bomb, Joe Stowe himself, Johnny Blaze, who will most likely be manning right D, Mac North and Net, and then you got the duo of Notorious Figo and Brick City. I like the way the team's constructed. Chewy's availability is going to be hit and miss. He does work a lot. We all know that. He signs up full time, but he's super honest with his availability. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But when he's gone, Hollywood Bob will be out there. I know Figo's availability is a bit questionable as well. That could play a role. So with that said, ability, what do you think about this team? How do you see them faring?
Fuck. Like that's what I think when I look at this squad. I love the team. Mac North proved that he's one of the top goalies, and when given the right defense, this guy could have a phenomenal season. Now, I don't know if they finalized their roster. Is it 100% sure where Brick City's playing?
Nah, but he preferred center. I don't think Chewy's going to be there as much. So I think when Chew's there, Chew plays center. But when Chew's not there, I think Brick's going to be in the middle there.
What I heard about Chew was that he was only going to be missing a couple weeks, and then he was going to be good to go because of a schedule change. So if that holds true, and Brick City plays defense alongside Blaze, who's coming off one of his better seasons, then Mac North and Net, this is going to be one of the top teams, guaranteed. Just on the defense aspect alone, not much is going to get through. I don't know if you guys noticed it last season, and I'm not talking it up just because the dude was on my team. Literally, Brick City saved 5 goals a game for me. Like, literally just saved them. So if I was out of position or something happened, he blocked it, he saved it. The guy can play defense, and he's awesome at it when he plays defense. We all know he brings an offensive aspect to it. But Joe Stowe, he had a winning season last time he was matched up with Brick City and Notorious Figo. That was probably a lot of why he went to try and grab those guys, and it's probably going to pay off for him. This is a team that right here, and Chew Therapy, I'm going to give you your props too, man, because you, on top of the rest of this team, you are a fantastic offensive player too. So this is going to be a scary team. I'm going to put them right up there and probably finishing this season off as a top 2 team. That's my bet. I think that they got all the pieces right from the get-go. It's going to be, if the scheduling plays into it a little bit, they might struggle here or there, but I think they still have enough talent even in those scenarios where they're probably going to edge out some of these other teams in the league. So, I like this team a lot.
Pale, what do you think, man? Your boys are on there. Team going to compete?
Yeah, man, for sure. I mean, they've got the forward line that I won with Honsha at first. Joe Stowe, Brick, and Figo up front. I think when Chew's available and Figo's available both at the same time, I think you see Chewy on D. And I think that they're a team that's going to compete. I worry about how available all of their guys are going to be. Obviously, Figo's got his 4-on, 4-off thing. So Joe Stowe is going to have to try and make that work somehow. You've obviously got Chewy, who's got the other job that, he's available for a certain amount of weeks and not available anymore. And he's got that thing going on as well. So I wonder how many times they're actually going to have their full lineup out there to play. And that's a concern as far as, A, team chemistry, and B, how many times you're going to be able to run the full lineup to be able to get W's. So I think with all of their guys on the ice, they're one of the best teams in the league. How many times they're going to get all their guys on the ice, I really don't know.
Time will tell, man. It's going to be interesting. And last but not least, we have We Give 60, captained by yours truly. Got Pounders, who's going to be my extra this year. Amazing Viper on left wing. Hockey Town right wing. Hugh Laurie will be at center. Tomps will be in net for us, and Odd Guy will be on lefty, and I will be on right D as always. Dolly, what do you think of the way that this team's constructed?
You know what? I think this is your team is going to be my favorite team to watch this season. Not because I think you're going to come out of the gate swinging or you're going to suck. It's going to be interesting to see how those players mesh together. I think you were really smart, and you paid a lot of attention to last season when you took Russ. He does not get enough credit. He is so good defensively, and I know you like to get aggressive when your forwards aren't scoring, but he will cover your ass every time. It was such a smart decision to take Russell. That being said, and he tells me this all the time, he prefers to be a number 2 forward. He dishes the puck really well. He's really smart with how he moves it, but you got to have someone to finish. So I know Hugh likes to crash the net a lot. He's the master of garbage goals, man. Hugh's great at that. And Viper showed a lot of strides last season too. I mean, he's got some skill, but there's a certain way that you guys got to play to make that work. And if you do, you will have a very, very strong team. I'm not going to talk about you. You know I love you. And our guy's the fucking coolest. But you're going to have a strong team if you can make that strategy work, man.
What do you think, Ryan?
I think you snagged Odd Guy. And then my retaliation to that, because I knew you were going to draft him, was Hugh Laurie. I tried to draft Hugh Laurie. I wanted to draft Hugh Laurie so bad just to spite you for taking Odd Guy, and I couldn't get to him. So I like the team. Now, Amazing Viper, that's another guy, man. I love Viper. No matter how many times he tells me I love Roosters, I still love Viper. He's a great guy. He has progressed from when I first met him to where he's at now. He's a great player. I don't care what anyone has ever said. If there's ever a negative comment thrown his way, he's upped it in every aspect, from his deking to his passing to his finishing. So he's going to fill in that left wing spot very well. Pounders, I only got to see last season, so I know that he stepped in for you and he played really well when he needed to. I know that probably had a lot to do with why you pulled him into the team this season. Yeah, man. And Thompson net, right? So you've got a good squad, Dales. Yeah, congratulations.
We'll see. Pale, what do you think, man? Any last one, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, man. You got a great defensive squad. Hugh, Hockeytown, yourself, and the Odd Guy are all great defensive players. Viper can contribute defensively as well. And Thomps is an above-average goalie. He played goalie season 4, I think, and he did great. He was a really solid netminder. So I think you're going to be really stingy to score against, and time will tell. I like your offensive players, but I think I don't know if you have the guy offensively, unless it's X to the D to the A to the L to the Y. That's going to be able to carry that offense.
No, man, it's not that. It's K to the E to the V to the I to the N to the S to the M to the I to the T to the H. That's Kevin Smith is what it is, man.
Oh,
but
okay.
Yeah, no, I'm excited about my team. I got a great group of guys. I think you guys nailed it. We're going to be really stingy. Offense is usually the last thing that comes, but we're going to get some games tonight and see how it goes. And, it will be exciting, man. I'm excited for this season. So that was it, man. 11 minutes over. We did 14 teams. I had to pee during the thing. I was sketching out. Agent left. He came back. He left. I mean, it's a thing. So, guys, it's been another episode of the Thursday Throwdown. I'm going to send around the horn. We're going to close out the show. Pale, you got any departing words?
Yeah, man. Just excited for the season. Everybody have a happy holidays. We got that coming up. And, enjoy the time with the family.
Dolly?
Yeah, I'm just really excited for the season. I mean, there's a lot of good teams, and it's one of the most exciting times of the year, even though it happens 4 times in this league. Also, be safe during the holidays. I know people like to drink. Don't drink and drive. You guys know how it is. We all care about each other, even if we chirp.
I love the fucking Dolly PSA, by the way. And Ryan, man, the champ. Give something, man. Give something, champ.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, what more do you want me to say? 239, I love all of you. The community that we've all got going on, each one of you, even the ones that tell me that I love Roosters. All right? I love all you guys. I hope that this season is the trademark season where a lot of guys who have struggled or kind of just been held down rise up, because I see some squads on here with some of those players. You guys can make it happen, and I have faith in you. So good luck to everybody throughout season 6 here. Don't forget that if you – hey, Daly, wait a minute. Where's my belt, man?
I mailed it today. It's gone. It's not here.
All right, just check in on that. Now it's all up.
Unlike sober, I get rid of it. So, it's not my time anymore. So you'll have it by the start of the season. You won't get it in playoffs. You'll get it when you're supposed to.
I appreciate that, because I have big plans for that thing. But, yeah, good luck in Season 6 to everybody. Congratulations to everybody that got put on a team. And all you waivers, keep in mind that I think we've got some things in the works going on for you, but you guys are, vital points to making this league work smoothly. So Keep it up, practice on your games, and get ready because the competition this season, it's going to be an interesting season, but it's going to be cutthroat.
And keep in mind, waivers, shit happens. People get Rule 1. We don't like to see it. It happens. People miss. It's the holidays. Wintertime is rough. You guys are going to be needed more than you think, and that is your perfect showcase to show people what you can do. With that said, this has been another edition of the Thursday Throwdown. As always, I am your host, Kevin Smith, and we will see you next week.